Okay, this is Crafty Gamer Oz66. I'm back with you with part 2 of this issue. So, the last half hour I deleted the demo area in custom scenery, deleted all demo areas, and all it did was remove land masses and tell me that continue loading with water only. Well, obviously I've experienced that before, and so that wasn't going to solve the issue. So I put them back. So I had a look around through the resources folder. There is a default scenery folder in the resources folder. And I don't know if you can see this. I'm hoping you can see this. But in the resources, default scenery, default airport data, Earth Nav data folder, there was an airport data folder there, which I simply deleted and then reloaded the scenery, and look at this, Bob's your uncle again. It has now corrected and fixed the scenery. Just what I was hoping. Now I only have the Drazeki design scenery. I don't know what that car's doing sitting down there. Why is that sitting there? Why are you sitting there? Dun, 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 dun. You shouldn't be. Someone has parked on the airport. Oh dear, can I ever get something to work right here? Once it'd be nice to just have scenery that works nicely. Anyway, deleting that airport data folder, and my buildings are still there. Over there, the Boeing building and so forth, and that building, and the mountain in the distance with the centering. But it has gotten rid of the duplicate, and that is what my biggest concern has been with this airport, has been all the double ups. Now, why it happens at this airport and not other airports, I really don't know. That truck is driving on the grass, but anyway, I'll let him go on the grass. Yeah, so for some unknown reason, I just could not get rid of the default underlay to the scenery. So now I have deleted the default scenery airport data file from the resources folder, and it has solved the problem. The airport is now fixed. But I'm wondering if that will stay like that. Will it happen again when I reload? Well, that's something I'll just have to find out. And if it does happen, I will just have to delete that folder again, or that file again. But why does it only happen at this airport? Why doesn't it happen at other airports? What is the problem here? And what is the difference between the Steam edition and the digital edition of X-Plane 11? Because there seems to be quite a lot of differences in it. The fact that with the Steam edition, I can't get the Boeing building to show up at all. Anyway, so we'll just potter around this scenery and have a look at it again, just to see if there's any other issues that I can actually see, apart from cars going down the wrong way and things like that. This truck seems to be following the road, at least. In fact, I'd be interested to hear from Captain K-Man if he watches my videos at all. This car's not even driving on it's a limousine. Oh, he's pulling up to the hangar here. Oh, careful, nearly hit him. Now, let's have a look at these aircraft. Are they sitting on the ground? Yes, they are. That car's driving in the middle of the road. It must be an Irish driver. He's driving in the middle of the road. Well, as an Australian, I could actually say it might be a Victorian driver. Oh, there's a truck just sort of following some dirt road. And yes, well, what can you say about that? Pull up from this building before I hit the building. But just having a look around, this is KBFI in the digital version of X-Plane 11, and after all this effort and all this struggling and headaches and that, the scenery looks like it's now fixed. But for how long? But as I say, in the Steam version, the exact same things, and I cannot get the Boeing building to show up at all. So what's the difference? And I'll just potter around here just to double check all the scenery. It still looks okay to me. There's nothing that I can see with my eye that doesn't look right at long last. So there we have it. Any trees on the road? Now this is the other thing with the Steam one that I was having, were trees in the middle of the road. And watch the light pole. You're only in an ultralight, but you can still cause some damage. There were trees in the middle of the road further up here, and I think there still are. That's obviously a placement issue. I'm not an expert. I'm not a scenery designer. In fact, I'm just a simmer. But I can't understand why these things happen. There we go. There's some trees in the middle of the road. Okay. Why do we have these trees growing in the middle of the road? Who plants trees in the middle of the road? Must be Irish, for sure. I planted a tree here. I didn't know they were going to build a bloody road. No, that's not Irish. It's terrible. That's bloody terrible for me. But anyway, yes. So now it's looking more like it should. And I don't know why X-Plane 11 has to be so difficult with its scenery compared to P3D or FSX or something like that. But it seems that if you put a new scenery package in and you don't get it working right, that it can cause problems. So now the other thing is, over here we have, I'll just hold that, we have this aircraft here parked, but we don't have, I'll just come forward a bit, in this spot here next to this, we don't have any parked aircraft at all, even though I've got draw parked aircraft turned on. Okay, so that's the way it should look. Now when I return, I'll return with part 3, the Steam version, and you'll see exactly what I mean. And hopefully somebody will have an answer as to what is happening. I do hope so. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Please let me know what you think. And look, if you're having these issues with this airport, this scenery, Drzecki Design, Seattle Airports XP, Seattle City XP. Look, it's great scenery. It's brilliant scenery. Everything I've gotten from Drzecki Design has been really cool. But for some reason, this one airport has been giving me the willies, the nightmares, the heebie-jeebies. Oh, it's just driving me bonkers, and I can't understand why. So what am I doing wrong, or is it an actual difference between X-Plane Digital and X-Plane Steam? Because nothing I do in Steam seems to be coming out the same, and I've copied folders over from the digital version over to the Steam edition to replace them, and doesn't seem to make any ounce of difference. So I look forward to some feedback on this one. This is Crafty Gamer Oz 66. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.